T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Mess with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I knew hell would not have him.
You are all my children now.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's Paranormal Friday, y'all. It's Friday. It's Paranormal Friday, and I cannot wait to get into this. Let me see who I got in the chat for tonight. We'll talk about what we're going to do tonight, what videos we're going to watch. I see that Jerry Wilson is in the chat saying, hello, Michael, let's tear it up, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Let's tear it up tonight. Let's watch some paranormal videos. It's going to be awesome. Jerry reminding everybody to hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button yet, please do so. It helps out the channel more than you guys know. I see that Paula is in the chat as well, saying hi to everyone. What's up, Paula? I hope you're having a great Paranormal Friday. Always good to see you. Val from Val's Views is in the chat as well. The General is in the chat. The General always gets a salute from Movies and Beyond. She's saying happy Paranormal Friday, y'all. Happy Paranormal Friday, Val. I hope you are doing well, my friend. Jacob Ware is in the chat as well, saying hello, everyone. What's up, Jacob? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Happy Paranormal Friday. Let's see here. And James has entered the chat. The Shape is in the chat saying happy Friday to Valley, saying happy Friday to everybody. What's up, James? I hope you are doing well, my friend. Happy Paranormal Friday, brother. Mr. Rick is in the chat as well saying, and here we go. Why did I hear UFC when you said that, Mr. Rick? I heard it like, and here we go. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Mr. Rick? Happy Paranormal Friday, brother. Always good to see you here, my friend. I hope that you are doing well. Let's see. Did I get everybody chatting off the beginning? Let me check. Let me see. Melissa, the wild card, is in the chat as well. What's up, Melissa? Happy Paranormal Friday. I hope you are doing well. Let's see. Mr. Rick saying, where's your hat, my friend? No hat today, Mr. Rick. I will wear my hat Sunday. I promise. I promise. Let's see. Lori Gibbs is in the chat saying, hello, all. What are we discussing? Discovering. We are going to watch paranormal videos tonight. We're going to watch some paranormal videos. We have some from Depths of Despair. We have some from Nukes. We're going to check them out. And the whole point, if you're new here and you haven't checked this out before, we're not here to debunk. I mean, if it's obvious, we'll probably be like, hey, they kind of did this or did that. You know what I mean? But it's more just for the enjoyment of it. It's just more for the let's kind of get spooked out by watching these. And they're always fun to do. And I love doing Paranormal Friday with you guys. I cannot wait to get into these tonight. And there's Melissa said down here at the bottom, Nukes, I like their videos. Yeah, like Nukes was probably the first for me, the first YouTube channel that I saw that had the compilation videos. And, of course, once you follow one, you start getting recommended to others. And there's so many of them at this point. And I think that's why, jumping around and hitting different channels and watching different compilations, you kind of get overlap to where it's like, oh, this one's cool. Wait, we saw this one on Nukes, a couple weeks ago. It's kind of tough to navigate those. And it's also kind of tough to navigate on whether these videos are going to be good, whether they're going to be bad, for the simple fact that I don't watch them ahead of time because I want to be spooked out with you guys. I don't want to know what's going to happen next. Right. And so, we've talked about that before. And sometimes you get some good ones, sometimes you get some bad ones, but at the end of the day, we're all watching something for the first time, right? And that's fun because I like doing this, that we're all doing this together, and I'm not just showing you guys something that I've watched already, because then it's kind of no fun for me. It's more like, here's the link, check it out, let me know what you thought. And I definitely don't want to do that. So before we get into this, we're about to get into this in just a minute. Let me go ahead and put this up because I always forget to do stuff like that. So two things I want to talk about. One, if you are a channel member and you have not voted for a movie yet, please go over to the Movies and Beyond channel, go to the post and choose a movie, because next Friday should be Horror Shorts Friday. Next Friday night at the end of the show, I will be spinning the wheel. We'll spin the wheel. Channel members, Patreon members, make sure that you guys are voting, because we will be watching whatever movie it lands on a future channel members Patreon only stream. So if you're not a channel member and it is something you're interested in, there is a package for everyone. It's not expensive, believe me. I know that I'm not going to charge a whole lot to be a channel member here or a Patreon member. There's a package for everyone. Definitely check it out if you have not yet already. There's bonus content, especially on Patreon, because I can do more over there. There's more bonus content. You kind of get a bigger variety of me doing things over on Patreon. So that's the thing. Like, make sure that you're voting for that. Make sure that you're voting. Let's see here. Let me check here. Lori saying paranormal investigator for over 20 years. Guess what? There is no degree. It's just our interest in yeah, that's awesome. That is cool. I've been on a couple paranormal investigations. I am not an investigator by any means whatsoever. By any means. I'm just one of the people that have probably run around in there like, don't go in there. I feel bad about that room. That's the kind of person I am. And the reason that we got into this, and the people that have been here know this, was it wasn't my idea. It was you guys. You guys made me do this. You guys put me in these situations. I went to Waverly Hills because of you guys. But I'd do it again. I love you people, so I will do it again. Not sure where we'll go next, but we definitely will. Go somewhere else for sure. I can't wait to do that. The other thing I just want to let everybody know, and this is really quick, was the Movies and Beyond is now on X as well. So formerly known as Twitter, X. I'm still learning to navigate it. I see that there's a lot of cool stuff on there that read so far. It's kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of addictive, right? It's like, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. It's kind of like getting on Instagram for the first time. You know, you see a whole bunch of things that you like, and I'm sitting here now, instead of being productive, I'm, I'm sitting here like, who do you think would win in a fight? You know, Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees? It's like, well, let's dive into this. Michael, let me sit down and get on my phone. Like, it's fun in that aspect. And I hear a lot of things about, you know, X, Twitter, whatever. You know, I hear a lot of things about being toxic over there. I'm trying to stay away from that, kind of promote the channel and actually have fun doing it. So just wanted to let you guys know all of my links are at the bottom of the screen there. And I definitely wanted to let you guys know that. So with that being said, I will stop delaying and running my mouth, and we can get into these videos. So the first compilation of videos is coming to us from Depths of Despair. I'm really liking Depths of Despair. Like, I think they're right up there with Nukes for me. I think they do good things over there. I'm really enjoying these. So I have one from Depths of Despair tonight and one from Nukes. So hopefully we get through all of them, and you guys, you know, want to hang long enough to do it. Let's see. I see that Jamie Hart is in the chat as well, saying hello. What's up, Jamie? Fellow Scarefest goer right there. I know you weren't there last year, or a couple weeks ago, Jamie. Hopefully you're going next year. Jamie and I actually ran into each other and didn't even realize that she didn't realize that I was Michael. I didn't realize she was Jamie Hart, and we didn't figure it out until later on, which was funny, at Adrian King last year. Well, 2023. And that, to me, I thought that was hilarious. But hopefully, my friend, you'll be going to Scarefest again next year. It was a blast this year. We missed you up there. Hopefully, you'll be going next year. All right. So this video, let me go ahead and bring this up right here. That's right. I'm actually prepared. Well, I don't have it full screen. There. Now it's prepared. Here it is. Okay. So this is 5 scary ghost videos that will leave you deeply unnerved. So prepare to be deeply unnerved. Let's go. Let me know on sound, you guys. And here we go.
The Doll. A man named Tyler buys and resells stuff on platforms like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. But recently he went to a yard sale and bought a box of random items for $5. One of the items in the box is a creepy looking doll. After bringing the box home, he leaves it on the table and begins to browse on eBay when he notices something chilling. Watch closely.
Dude, I swear this box just fucking moved on its own. Should we test it again?
I don't do well with all. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
Oh shit.
The box moves on its own, and right afterwards the doll inside moves. Creeped out by this, he puts the box with the doll inside a closet so he doesn't have to see it. And on the very next
do whatever
day,
you want when I shut the closet door. I don't have to see it.
He hears a knocking sound coming from inside the closet, but when he goes to check, there's nobody there. Later on, he starts to notice more unexplainable things.
So I'm playing video games at my desk, and I just heard the guitar play itself, and it moved, I swear. Let's see if it does it again.
I mean, it could be, you know, the way it's leaning. Maybe it's I know.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
A guitar in the room moves on its own, followed by 3 clear knocking sounds, which is supposed to symbolize something evil is present. The following day, the paranormal activity starts spreading to other areas of the house. While working at his desk, he hears the sound of water running and
Start
captures
the night off with a
this.
doll. It had to be a doll.
And I just heard the water in the bathroom turn on by itself. This is the first time something's happened outside my room. So if you're in here, can you move the curtain again?
See that?
Do you want me to leave?
He then goes to check on the doll after leaving it facing upwards and comes to find that the doll is now perfectly upright, facing his bed.
So it just started knocking in the closet again. And actually, the doll has moved since yesterday because it was in the corner, like kind of on its back, looking upwards, and now
Get
it's
rid of the
upright.
doll!
So that's kind of scary. See if it'll knock anymore. Oh, or it'll just move the shirt in the closet. Hey, if you can hear me, just move it again. All right. We can actually just go check it out. Because there's no one in here. It's not really, it's kind of cluttered, so yesterday it was over here.
Get rid of the doll, bro. Get rid of the doll.
Randomly, a shirt on a hanger begins to slide over and cover the doll from view, which is enough to scare most people to the core. Not sure what to do, Tyler tries to reach out to the person who sold him the box with the doll for answers, but he receives no response. Shortly afterwards, he notices the light flickering.
So let me guess again. I heard the sink turn on, and then the light turned on when someone was washing it. So now I just turn it off, and it's on.
Good. I like that he panned behind the door, you know, that there's nobody there because the light was going off and on.
After only a few days of having the doll along with the box in his possession, the creepy activity seems to be getting stronger, and the doll itself is moving more. On one evening, he hears the knocking coming from the closet again, and when he opens the door, he sees this.
Why is he keeping the doll?
I swear the doll just moved again, like the actual doll itself. So wait. I swear I just heard it move.
Why would you keep the doll?
Come on, move again. Hey, if you want me to leave, move. Okay.
I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm taking the doll. It's got to go. Like, or I'm just moving. I'll just leave all my shit there and move. I'm sorry. Look, you know that there's a huge percentage of this. Maybe this isn't real, but let's say that it is. I'm done. I've seen too many movies like this.
The doll moves much more than when it was first brought into the house, and upon inspection, there's nobody inside the closet, but the activity just doesn't stop.
Yeah, it's knocking again. Hey, if you can hear me, move the doll again. Move it again. It was moving earlier. Move again. Okay. See that? Move it more. Still knocking, okay. Anything else? Oh, not sure. Anything else? More knocking, okay. And as always, we'll go do a quick check. Obviously not enough room for anyone here.
Not sure what to make of all this, Tyler
So he's
wonders if he
poking
needs
it?
to call somebody and
seriously?
have the doll exercised. Because every time he looks at it, he finds that it's in a different position than it was moments ago, as well as all the other activity. What do you think he should do with the doll? Let me know down in the comments.
All right, before we get, I want to talk about this doll. Before we get to the tunnel here. He said, okay, there we go. All right, let me catch up on comments, you guys. That's kind of locked in on that one right there. Let's see. James is saying, seeing that doll gives me the chills. Yeah, me too. Like I don't date like dolls for me. You guys know how I feel about dolls. I just no. Val says into the fire it goes. I honestly don't know if that would help, but I would definitely get rid of it. Like one thing I would be afraid of is starting a fire, and then only based upon seeing the movie The Conjuring. Now I know that that's not like an educated plays a movie, but it's just like, no, you would just destroy the vessel. It's like, oh, I heard that on The Conjuring, so I don't know what I'd do with it, but I definitely get rid of it for sure. James is seconding, burn that damn thing. Burning is always an option, I do suppose. Let's see. Val is saying the box, the doll, backyard fire, here they come. Yeah, yep. Paul is saying, where's Michael Myers when you need him? Yeah, it's like, bro, just stab me because I'm not trying to deal with this. Like, there's no way. Melissa said, I think I'd rather deal with a doll than Michael. It's debatable. Debatable. Lori is saying Whaley House, never since spirit, but worth the visit due to the house is kept original. Lovely. That's awesome. I love that you're an investigator and you can, talk about that type of stuff for us. Like, for me, like I said, I've been on a couple investigations, one of them being Waverly Hills, and the conditions that we were there weren't the best. So, let's see. James is saying, touch my guitars, and sorry, that thing will get shredded. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Jerry Wilson is gifted 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much, Jerry. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. You are definitely the man, my friend. Thank you again. Let's see. James, why not dumping it in trash, lady? Get rid of it. Do something. Lori's saying everyone here needs to experience Old Town in San Diego. Go to the zoo, Whaley House, and play around. It's awesome. Hell yeah. Like, I've always wanted to go to San Diego. It's very far for me. I'm on the other side of the country, but I would definitely love to go to San Diego for sure. Val reiterating huge backyard fire for that. That'll do. Definitely. Lori says, what is this? I think a setup, and it could be, all of these technically could be. Like, you kind of never know with them, right? You don't. James is saying, if I seen his shirt move like that, my ass would be out of there. Dude, the shirt just kind of did go slide, and he ran right up with the camera and went right to left. Yeah, there's really nowhere for anyone to be in there because he had so much shit in there. And well, I mean, unless somebody's under some of that shit, but. Lori is saying, okay, grabbing a drink. What is the venue? Can you tell us where this is? It's not giving us the information on where it happened. Like, so, unfortunately, with the compilation videos, they don't tell us. Like sometimes in the video, they'll tell us where, but if it doesn't in the video, then it's not in the description or anything like that. Paula's saying, stop going in the closet. Stop. You know what? Not the doll. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Let's see. Lori's saying, I got Chardonnay. Here's the thing. This is my hobby. I now live in Seattle area, but this is nuts. Yeah, it is. Jamie Hart flat out threw out, F that doll. You ain't lying. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not messing with that doll. I'm sorry. James says it's not popping fresh. It's creepy ass doll. Stop poking it. Did you see him poking it? He was just standing there. Like, no, I'm not poking the thing. Like, it just makes me think of, like, You know, my father used to say something when he was still alive and I was younger. He'd be like, "You want to poke the bear?" Like, that's what popped in my head when they were doing that. Like, I heard my father's voice for a quick second in my mind there. Like, why are you fucking with it? Like, seriously. Mr. Rick said the doll reminds me of the doll from the Twilight Zone episode. Dude, I don't remember that, but I could see that. I could definitely see it. Melissa says, I want an Annabelle. Talk to Mad Matt. He's got plenty of them. I refuse to put an Annabelle in my house. I'm sorry. Lori says, I would never have doll. Yeah, no. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Jamie said, I've been to San Diego. It's nice, but I didn't get to go to the Whale. Oh, see, I want to check it out. I do. Paula says San Diego's nice. I have a cousin who lives there. I have friends that live in San Diego, and yet I've never been. So definitely want to check that out. All right, you guys. So we're done with the doll. Yes, thank God. Let's go ahead and check out the tunnel. Let's see what's going on here. The tunnel.
The tunnel.
Number 4.
In the following video, a man named Levi set out to explore an old abandoned concrete tunnel located just south of Chillicothe, Ohio.
This one's in Chillicothe, Ohio. That's not far from me.
The tunnel was built in 1927 underneath some railroad tracks and hasn't seen a full restoration since it was built. As such, there are many legends surrounding the tunnel and rumors of it being haunted. One of the popular legends says a woman was walking along the train tracks in the middle of the night and placed her baby on the tracks as a train was approaching. Another version says they were both hit by a train while passing through, and now they haunt the tunnel. Even creepier than the legend is that in 1990, a woman was found murdered and wrapped in a waterbed mattress by the nearby bank, and her baby's body was also found nearby. Since then, many people who pass through the tunnel at night report hearing strange noises, as well as seeing the figure of a woman holding her baby. Due to this, the tunnel has been given the nickname Crybaby Tunnel. On one night, Levi heads out to the tunnel alone and captures something terrifying.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel.
Why? Why are you there, buddy?
It's a place that's local around my area, and they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there. A dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff, bro. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there? Hello? Guys.
Time to go, bro. Like, you got it. There you go. My man.
Oh, hell no.
Thank you.
Hell
I don't know why you were there in the first place.
Hell no. Hell no. Bro.
Why'd you stop?
Hell no.
You had me Forrest Gumping down.
I know you guys heard that.
Well, I wouldn't have been there in the first place. He's going back.
I know you guys heard that. I ain't going down there. If you guys think I'm going down there, you're crazy.
Amidst the darkness of the tunnel, Levi hears a baby crying further inside. Terrified that the rumors appear to be true, he dares not to venture any further, not knowing what could be making those sounds, trying to lure him deeper into the tunnel. And instead, he just quickly gets out of there. Now, a few days after visiting this place, he starts to hear some creepy sounds while home alone, listening to music.
Oh, you gotta be
sitting here listening to music.
That's what you get.
I keep hearing something. Shh. Hello? Oh my God, bro. Spill my water.
He dropped his water. Fuck that water. It's time to go.
Hello?
Oh, I just saw a shadow on the oven, like a reflection. A creepy ass shower curtain, bro. What are you?
Anybody in here? I keep seeing something on my screen.
He hears something mimicking his voice inside the house. But when he goes to check,
First of all, like, this isn't the first time that we've seen somebody go somewhere and then all of a sudden, you know, there's something that has followed somebody home. And that's why I am like hesitant to want to go visit many places for that reason. You know what I mean? Like that's the tough thing for me, like with this stuff. Like seriously.
there's nobody there. On another day, he's watching TV when he captures this.
Well, I figured I'd document this. My door keeps, it's like moving on its own. It's like making noises and stuff like that. And my cats don't bump on the doors or try shutting doors and stuff, you know. Most they'll do is like scratch at the doors and whatnot, but I don't know if I'd be able to catch it on camera. It woke me up, so I guess we'll see. Let's see if it moves. Is anybody in here with me? Move that damn door again. So even anybody there?
Get up and run over there, man, with your camera.
Bro. Huh? Let's see if draft maybe. Isn't gonna slam that damn door.
The door slams shut by itself, and once again, there's nobody around. However, seconds later, a dark shadow can be seen hovering past the door before vanishing. Did something perhaps follow Levi back home from the crybaby's tunnel? Let me know. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com.
Make sure you send it over to Depths of Despair. Let me catch up on the chat. I'm sorry, you guys. That was a little longer than I thought it would be. Let's see. Jamie Hart is saying, hello. If it taught us anything, it's not to go into strange damp tunnels. You know what? You are not lying. You are not lying about that. I'm not trying to be Georgie. Like, seriously. Lori is saying, can I tell you guys, after all I have done in the last 20 years, Starvation Heights in Olala, Washington is the most disturbing. Well, that's crazy. I've never even heard of that, but I definitely like to check that out for sure. Melissa says, I live in upstate New York, and there's a lot of haunted places here with tours. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. She's also saying, but I want to go to Gettysburg. Definitely. Jerry said, bye-bye, see you later. I thought he was gone, but he went back. Like, seriously. He went back, and I'm not trying to do that. Val is saying that now that's a true reaction. Yeah. If you're talking about that guy, yeah, for sure. James is saying I would run like hell. I would be like the Roadrunner. Beep beep. He is done. Mr. Rick says, why do people do these things in the middle of the night, not in the middle of the afternoon when there's light? Dude, I wouldn't be there, period. Like, that's not, no. Like, no. And you know, they said that's in Chillicothe, Ohio. So that's kind of like it wouldn't be hard for me to go there. Let's just say that, right? But I'm not trying to do that. Val is saying it followed him home. Damn. Yep. He sure did. Lori's saying, can we do Ghost Box? I know what a Ghost Box is, but I don't know how we could do that here. I do not. Melissa saying, Mr. Rick, more movement at night than during the daytime. Possibly. Let's see. Let's see. James, I said that too. It's like, that's a freaky ass shower curtain. Why would you do that? Like, no. Paula's saying, nice poster. You're talking about the Halloween poster. I did notice that. It was kind of cool. Melissa saying, I work nights on the 5th floor, very active hotel. Worked at, and I scared the guest when she told me her room was on the 5th floor. Like, tell me you don't want to chase you away, but she ended up into that. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Active hotel, I'm good. I am good. Jerry Wilson is saying Tony Todd passed. And anyone confirm that? Like, that sucks. He was on my list of people that I wanted to meet. If you don't know who Tony Todd is, that is Candyman. He was also in Final Destination. He was in Hatchet. He was in a lot of stuff. Like, Tony Todd's a legend. And man, that sucks. That really sucks. Let's see. Talking about that. God, I hate that. That's bad news. That is really bad news. You know, he was a celebrity that I never got to meet either. And he's definitely one that I wanted to. I know that he was scheduled to be somewhere recently and he didn't go, like he canceled. And I wonder if that had to do with, you know, whatever caused his passing, because man, that's terrible. That's definitely terrible. We'll definitely have to do some sort of Candyman Tony Todd tribute on the channel soon, for sure. Damn, Tony Todd, R.I.P. my man. R.I.P. One of the legends for sure. All right, let's see what they got next. Definitely, you know, want to get any videos, send them to Depths of Despair. All that information is there. You can get a
Laura
rewatch.
Was home alone with her 2 kids, spending some time together in her bedroom, when they started to hear someone or something knocking on their bedroom door.
Who is it? Me. Who's me? Your son. Aren't you at your friend's sleepover? Who are you? Your son. What do you want? There's food in the microwave. Eat it for me. Open the door, please.
So I don't want to interrupt, too much, and I'll hit play in a second, but I do want to say, mimics are something that I never knew about prior to doing this show, right? I wasn't very well versed in, a lot of things, like learned about mimics. I learned about skinwalkers, which isn't really so much paranormal, but all these different things. Like, if you think of something that is a mimic, you know what I mean? Like, say that's real. Like, I can't, I've never had any experience or anything to say that it's real, but that's fucking crazy. Like, literally, that is fucking crazy. Like, could you imagine, hearing a familiar voice and it not be that? Like, no, like, I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even do it. All right.
Go to bed.
Thanks, Jerry. I'll check it out, buddy.
Go to bed.
Something can be heard mimicking the voice of her son at the door. She explains that her other son is at his friend's house, and she has no idea what's lurking at the door. But it isn't the first time this has happened. She tries to call her husband to tell him to come home, but he doesn't pick up, so she has to stay there until he arrives. But it doesn't end there.
Claudio? Claudio? Claudio?
My question is, who's filming? That's the biggest problem I have with this video.
Something opens the door, but when she calls out to her son, nothing responds. Creeped out, she quickly shuts the door and waits for her husband to arrive. Is this a real mimic imitating her absent son's voice? You judge. My house is haunted.
All right, like I was saying, my biggest thing with that, like, is who was filming. Like that's the thing with that one, right? Like, something like this wouldn't be hard to stage. And like I said, I'm not a debunker. I'm not a person that can go in and give you facts to say. All I can say is, the person with the camera was totally being ignored, right? They weren't looking at them like, what the fuck is that? Like, can you believe this shit? And that person wasn't talking. It just looked like they were filming the whole thing, right? And so when you do something like that, and that person that is filming is not reacting to the situation around them, that tends me to lean more on the side of, is this really legit? Like, seriously. Now, mimics, we did talk about that. And I will tell you the limited knowledge that I have of that. It's definitely something I've never experienced, obviously. But there have been a few, people who have talked about, it always sounding like, someone that or someone that's close to you. And definitely not it's an entity that is not friendly, obviously, right? If they're trying to lure you somewhere or get you to go somewhere that you wouldn't normally be going to. So the idea of a mimic, yes, it's horrifying. This video, unfortunately for me, due to the way it was filmed, it felt like it was filmed more than, you know, somebody recording an actual situation. And that's kind of where I'm going with that. Jerry, I saw your text from the ad from Variety. Could you send me that link on Instagram as opposed to my text message, please? Let me catch up on the chat before we get to number 2, which is My House is Haunted. Let's see. The last thing I remember seeing is Jerry saying that Tony Todd has passed away. Definitely, maybe we'll take a little bit of time at the end of the show to kind of talk about Tony Todd and everything, because I definitely want to give him his due. With this being a horror channel, yes, we do paranormal, but we do mostly, you know, horror movies and stuff. He definitely needs to get his due for sure, because he is an absolute legend, for sure. Like that's so sad. That's so sad. Let's see. Let me try to. Okay. So Melissa was talking about she worked at Gideon Putnam Hospital in Saratoga. Awesome. Like, okay. Ooh, that's the name. It makes me not want to go. I'm sorry, Melissa. I am sorry. Let's see. Lori's saying you can buy a device and share via the Parawakening, only if you're interested in doing it. You know, Lori, with this, like, I'm very interested in talking about paranormal and looking at paranormal, but literally scares the shit out of me. Like, seriously, I am not the one. Like, I would not. I'm just not that guy. Maybe it's the way I grew up. Something happens, I'm going the other way. One of these masks end up moving behind me or floating around. I'm not going to stay here. You guys will be looking at a blank screen. You know, I am 46 years old. I've seen horror movies my whole life. And I know that the person that's always like, hey, I wonder why that happened, it never works out well for them. It doesn't. So my first instinct when I see something is, guess what? We got to go. It's time to go. We don't need to know why. It's just definitely time to go. Let's see. Lori's saying, okay, where can I donate? I don't have a button and I would like to. There should be a join button just below the screen. It should say join just below your screen there. Lori says, please keep this up. Definitely. Always. Every other Friday we do paranormal, and the every other Friday besides that we do horror shorts. Mr. Rick is saying that's a shame. I just saw Tony Todd in the new movie stream. Rest in peace. Definitely rest in peace for sure. Melissa said my favorite movie was in Hellfest and Candyman. Yeah, he was in Hell. I still haven't seen Hellfest yet. I definitely want to. Jerry said he was also the voice of Venom. You know, I didn't know that, Jerry. I did not know that. But I can see it. Like I could definitely, you know, hear it, because he had that voice that was just like, it was so unique. Like there are so many. And I just, you know what? We're going to talk about Tony Todd for sure. Lori's saying, I'm not versed in the Mimic either. I can tell you I cannot think it's real, but it comes out of people being afraid. So maybe, possibly, you know, I've heard about things like that too. Jamie Hart is saying, I've never heard of a Mimic either. Like, yeah. Like I've never heard of a Mimic prior to, you know, doing the show and seeing stuff like that for sure. Jamie Hart was saying, I'm not believing this one. Yeah, I had a tough time with this one as well, for sure. The experience, but this is not. Yeah, James. Yeah, I agree with that one for sure. A lot of people, you know, coming through with that. Lori said, I appreciate them trying to scare us, but fake. I got you. Oh my God. Yeah, James, we're just hearing about that now. It must have just happened recently. Unfortunately, you know, with Tony Todd passing away, that's a shame. That is definitely a shame. Mad Dad in the chat saying, caught Mad Dad watching Movies and Beyond Paranormal Friday, and I love it. This is Matt. Just wanted to say freaking love you guys and keep up the great work, Michael. Hell yeah, man. I'll definitely be up to say what's up tomorrow, Matt. I'll definitely swing by for sure. We need to talk about Sunday. Let's see. I see that Lori Gibbs just became a YouTube channel member. Welcome, Lori. Welcome to the family. That's freaking awesome. Let's see. All right, let's go. Number 2, My house is haunted. Let's see whose house is haunted. And
I've featured Tony on the channel before. For those who don't know, he lives in a haunted house and has been experiencing extreme paranormal events, which he first thought was the spirit of his wife who passed away, but it turned out to be something far more sinister. Since then, he has tried many things and was finally able to put a stop to the paranormal activity, even going...
All right, I'm going to rewind just about 10 seconds here because I do want to say this. With that chair flying the way it did, I remember on an early version of this show, when we first started doing this show, we did see that video. And we looked at it from so many different, angles. Like, how did it move like that? And we bought that one, right? So I guess this guy is back. So I want to hear what he has to say and what's been going on since then. So I am just going to go back just a little bit. And I wanted to mention that because that is a familiar setting for this show. Like, we've seen this before. So I'm curious to see what's happened to this guy.
But it turned out to be something far more sinister. Since then, he has tried many things and was finally able to put a stop to the paranormal activity, even going as far as to delete his original TikTok page, known as Dude, My House is Haunted. But just recently, some small paranormal events have started to occur, and now he is back again. It all started one day when he noticed a lamp moving by itself.
Okay, I was making the video showing you guys that this lamp behind me is moving, and I did 2 videos because it kept moving and kept moving and kept moving, and I was getting ready to shut it off because I was kind of tired of watching it move. And as soon as I went to hit the phone and turn it off, the light came on. I kid you not, I got to look and see if I caught it. But the freaking light came on, this light right here, and it's still moving. It's still moving.
He does not look happy. I mean, I wouldn't be happy either, but I was about to say, reach your hand up there and stop it and see if it starts moving again. Well, he's showing there's nothing on it. No strings or anything. He did a full 360 of the light. Still not looking happy.
It's very subtle, but as you can see, the light keeps moving for a long time without stopping. And as he passes around it, you can see there's no strings or anything attached to make it move. This was Tony's first sign that the paranormal may just be returning to terrorize him once again. Not long afterwards, a security camera inside his house captures something else, which may just prove his concerns.
Oh God, here we go. Is that a kitty cat? That's a kitty cat, right? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so that has moved multiple directions at this point. Oh, yeah. Nope.
A ball can be seen moving unnaturally in different directions.
Yeah,
on its
so
own,
like it goes
suggesting that the
one
paranormal
direction, then
has
it goes
indeed
this way,
returned
then it goes
once
back.
again. to plague his home. From here onwards, it doesn't take long for him to start hearing creepy voices around the house. Take a look.
Okay, as you can see, it's a little after 3 o'clock. And I'm hearing kids outside playing. If you listen close, you can hear them. But I've been hearing what sounds like a kid in the house. I know it's probably just an echo from them.
Yeah.
Over here. See, I can hear those kids out there. These are some masks my friend got me from Argentina.
Yeah, that's, you know what? You got...
See, I can hear those kids. Let me move in here. See, you can hear them a little better. They're over behind my backyard. Let me move into the kitchen here. And you can see you can hear them out there pretty good. Somebody mowing their yard. See, that sounded like
that shit was in your house, bro.
I swear it sounds like it's coming from in here. There's nothing in the bathroom. It's just in here, so I know it's nothing in here. I swear it came down right down there. It sounded like it came from one of the back rooms or like in the hallway or something. That was weird. What is that? See you soon.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. He said, see you soon.
In the house. Shit.
The voice of a girl can be heard inside his house saying, "See you soon," possibly suggesting that the paranormal activity is going to get stronger until this entity is once again able to manifest into a physical form. Tony is worried that this will escalate into another nightmare that will ruin his life. But until we get some updates,
that dude looks like
we
he's
won't
had
know
no
what
sleep.
happens.
Look at his eyes. Look at that
Attached.
man's eyes. Let me catch up on the chat. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Jerry throws this out here saying, consider joining Movies and Beyond on Patreon. He provides the link. Yeah, definitely different stuff over there. Just go over to Patreon. Jerry's provided the link below. And check that stuff out over there as well. That's how I keep the lights on here at Movies and Beyond. Lori said, okay, guys, still talking too much. I have an antique mirror in my dining room and previous house owner passed from cancer. He's sometimes... No! Like, why? To each their own, right? But no, like, what? Can't do it. I cannot do it. No. Let's see. James and Laura, you need to get rid of that mirror. I wouldn't keep it. Jerry said, oh no. Oh no. Oh, let's see. James was saying those masks look cool. Yeah, but it's just like my house is haunted. Oh, by the way, I have these masks sent to me from Argentina. You don't know where they came from or what could have been attached to them, or I'm not having stuff like if I've got something from art, somebody sends me something, right? I hang them up and then all of a sudden my house is haunted. I'm gonna do 1 + 1 = 2. I'm gonna get rid of the masks. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna get rid of everything if my place is haunted. Like, I'm just gonna leave with clothes on my back and hope it's not the shirt or pants that I'm wearing that's freaking haunted. Lori said that literally sounds like Liam Neeson. It did sound a little bit like Liam Neeson, but I felt like if it was Liam Neeson, he'd be a little less scared. It's like, see you soon. He'd be like, I have a particular set of skills. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he would not be too worried about it. James said, ugly gray painted walls. Yuck. Oh my God. Let's see. Mr. Rick is saying, I can't explain the ball moving around. But why would the ball be placed right in the middle of the floor? That's kind of odd. It is kind of odd, Mr. Rick, and it's something that I did not think about. Like, why was it there? Then again, we don't know. Maybe he left it out there as a test. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna set this out here and see if something happened, and it did. But you know, casually, if he lives by himself and doesn't have, you know, any kids, you're right. That does not make sense on why that would be there for sure. Val saying he's looking pretty rough too, taking a toll on him. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys remember, this is a big ask from me, asking you guys to remember, kind of when this show first started, and that he was going through some shit. Like, this guy had been through hell already. From what they were saying at the start of the video, not like I've kept up with it or anything, that he got rid of it, whatever that was. So I don't know. I guess it's coming back. Let's see. Lori said, okay, gotta go. Good night. Oh, so glad I found you. Yeah, welcome aboard, Lori. Welcome to the family, and hope to see you again here soon. Let's see. James said, I would set out a bowling ball. If it moved and I'm gone, that shit's heavy. That's just heavy as fuck, man. Yeah, like I'd be gone as well. Done. Then again, with that rolling around your floor, I don't know. You're probably going to do some damage as well. All right, let's check out the attached. And we'll probably only do one video tonight for the simple fact that it's gone on, as long as it has. But I definitely want to talk about some Tony Todd stuff. If you guys are cool with that, we'll do that. And you know what? Let me think on that for a minute. All right, number 1, the attached.
Late one night, a baby monitor watching a sleeping child inside its crib captures something terrifying that left the parents extremely concerned. Watch closely.
Did we see this one already?
A dark mass can be seen hovering past the crib before suddenly rising up above it and looking down at the child. The parents are 100% sure that this wasn't human, and you can tell by the way this mass just moves across. Ever since this day, the children would often stare into dark places and wouldn't respond when being called, as if they were stuck in some sort of trance. But after this continuous behavior, they decided to move houses, and everything seemed good at first until they captured this.
Shay. Cheyenne. Cheyenne. Cheyenne.
After seeing their daughter repeating this odd behavior of staring into the darkness, they are left worried, thinking that maybe this dark entity has attached itself to the daughter and followed them to the new house. They have no idea what they should do to stop this, and hope that it doesn't get worse. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload.
Oh, all right. That was that video was really good. Like, that had some good ones tonight. I think that was a yeah. Like, I think it's been a while since we've had a video to where, we did have the one with the mimic that we weren't really sure about, that we didn't really buy too much into, but for the rest of these were pretty good tonight. Like, well, hell yeah, Depths of Despair coming through again. I didn't want to do the nukes because the nukes alone, looking at this now, and we've been here, for over an hour, is 32 minutes long if I didn't stop it at all. So why don't I go ahead and save the nukes one for the Friday after next. We'll definitely get into that. I know it's been a while since Nukes has made an appearance on the show, and definitely got to keep Nukes top 5 up on the show for real. Let me catch up with the chat. Paula was saying be back in a minute. Well, hopefully you're back, Paula. Let's see. Mr. Rick saying, I don't mind if we talk about Tony Todd. I woke it up. It seemed he passed away Wednesday. Like, that's the thing. I'm surprised that didn't pop up on any of my feeds or anything. I don't know if they're just now, releasing it. I feel like that that should have popped up on one of my feeds by now, especially if it happened Wednesday, which is absolutely crazy that it didn't, because that's huge. Like, Candyman's one of the juggernauts, you know what I mean? And Tony Todd, fuck, dude, he's been in so much stuff. Like, I feel like I'm kind of beside myself that it didn't. See, now this just popped up 40. Yeah, it's just showing up like an hour ago, 41 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, X 56 minutes ago, Fox 32 Chicago 33 minutes ago. That's correct. Maybe they just released it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they're just now releasing, the information, because if you go back 43 minutes ago, that's probably roughly around the time where Jerry said, "Hey guys, Tony Todd passed away." So that, wow. Well, deadline an hour ago. Wow. All right. Let's see. Melissa's saying he had cancer. God, cancer. Like, that's definitely something that's, I don't ever really talk about, my personal life too much. But cancer is definitely something that my family's definitely had to deal with. I absolutely hate it. It sucks. Val is saying, see, when it has to do with babies, man, how do you fake that? Yeah, that's true. Like, if you're getting a baby's reaction to something going on, like, I mean, unless you literally have someone standing off camera, like snapping their fingers or something, you're not going to get a reaction, from a kid. Like, that's crazy. And it's the same with pets too, Val. Like, we've talked about that on this channel, plenty of times on this show about, the reaction of a pet when something happens, when there's, something going on. And, when you try to judge on whether something is real or it's not real, and you see like a shadow or something, the dog's freaking out. It's just like, how are you going to fake that? You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to fake the reaction of a baby, like you were talking about, or a reaction of an animal? You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely one of those signs to me that makes me think, okay, well, I could think about how they fake this, but at the same time, how can you fake the reaction to it? You really can't. You really can't, especially with, babies and animals, for sure. James is saying, damn, cancer, that crap has been killing. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Cancer sucks. Like, seriously. Like I said, it's something, that is in my family. We have lost people to cancer. It's just, I absolutely hate it. James asking how old Tony Todd was. I see that you guys have answered him already. Yes, he was 69 years old. He passed away. Let me go ahead and bring this article up, because I would. This is from Deadline. Tony Todd dies, Candyman star, whose hundreds of credits include Final Destination films, Platoon. He was 69. The Tony Todd, an actor who played the killer in Candyman and its 2021 sequel, and appeared in Final Destination franchise and Platoon. I didn't know he was in Platoon, but then again, it's been so many years since I've seen Platoon. I remember it being good. Among more than 240 film and TV credits spanning 40 years. Think about that. 240 film and TV credits. He's a busy man. He died November 6th at his home in Los Angeles. He was 69. So, yeah, he died Wednesday. I guess they're just releasing the news. His reps confirmed the news to Deadline, but did not provide the cause of death. Wow. And they are showing a picture from Platoon. Wow. I definitely have to go back and watch that movie, because I remember that being a juggernaut back in the day. That was Oliver Stone, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, Oliver Stone. Among his first screen roles was playing heroin-addicted Sergeant Warren in Oliver Stone's Best Picture and Oscar-winning Vietnam War classic Platoon. Yeah, like, that movie was I remember, being a kid, and that movie was a juggernaut. Like, seriously. God, Tony Todd was in Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. Like, he's been in so much stuff. Wow. That's a damn shame. That is a damn shame. Let's see. James was saying that's not too old. Damn, I hate to hear that. Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. Paula said both my parents had cancer, different forms of it, and both passed. I miss them. I'm sorry to hear that, Paula. I am so sorry to hear that. Jerry's saying legendary. Yeah, he was legendary. Paula says Candyman watch party. You know, that might have to be in the cards here soon. We may have to do that. Like, I think that would definitely be a good tribute to a, horror juggernaut that he was. Like, in some circles, we a lot of what we talk about here is, I'm really big on the slashers, and Candyman's part of that. We talk about Freddy, we talk about Jason, we talk about Michael, we talk about Leatherface. Candyman was right there with them. You know what I mean? He was just a little different the way he did things. More like a little more along the lines of like Freddy as opposed to like Michael or Jason or Leatherface, if you want to put him in like a category, but he was kind of his own thing, and I remember when Candyman came out, and they're like, you say Candyman, X amount of times, he appears. And that was a lot like, when I was a kid, it was Bloody Mary. You know what I mean? You went into a room, you set it in front of a mirror with the lights off, and something was supposed to happen. And I always correlated that, when Candyman came out, it's like, oh, so I get it. It's like, it's like the Bloody Mary thing. He gave that character a face. You know what I mean? And that voice, dude, this sucks. Like, seriously, this sucks. Like, I am disappointed. I'm sad, of course, right? He is, an icon in the genre that we love so much. And I'm sad that I never got to meet him before, he passed. Like, that makes me sad too. Like, I would have loved to have just had a minute to be like, dude, you are the man. Like, wow. Like, yeah, I was not expecting that to drop tonight. Thank you though, Jerry. Thank you for passing that on, because I probably wouldn't have seen it until later tonight or tomorrow. And it still hasn't popped up on my feed yet. Well, actually, hold on. I might be lying. Oh yeah, it did. Wow. That's a freaking shame. Mr. Rick is saying he was in a Scream TV show, season 3. He played a junkyard worker with a hook, and then he eventually fought Ghostface. That was pretty cool because they made it look like it was Candyman against Ghostface. I still have not seen the Scream TV series. So that's definitely something that I've been told multiple times that I need to check out. And I will eventually. I've actually gotten to season 2 on Chucky. So I'm slowly working my way in. I am one of those people that get distracted when they're watching a TV show, like Sunday, right? Like, we have our show Sunday, but I already know that once that show's over Sunday and goodbye, everybody, Yellowstone comes back that night, right? And I know that's not horror, and I know that's not something that we talk about here, but guess what? I'm a fan. My ass at 10 o'clock at night, once we close out the show, I'm going to be sitting on my chair in front of my TV watching Yellowstone. Like, that's going to happen. I guarantee that. But, when I get some time, I'll definitely check out the Scream show for sure. Definitely. Melissa just throwing out Candyman. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. She said, but only one was good. The rest, thumbs down. In all honesty, excuse me. I remember the first one very well, but the sequels, not so much. I know that I've seen some of the sequels, maybe not all of them, but I know that I didn't go back for seconds. You know what I mean? So definitely, thinking a little different than the way that I do now. I would like to go back because I'm finding that there are movies that I didn't like in the past, and I go back and watch them again. And it's like, you know what? You gave this movie a lot of shit, but it's really not that bad. So Candyman might be one of the franchises that I do that with, especially with the news here and everything, to where it's like, you know what? Maybe, show a little bit of my love for Tony Todd and go back and watch all the Candyman movies. And I'd actually have to even look up to see how many there were. But the first one was legendary. And I did see, the newest Candyman that came out. And he made that appearance at the end, and I thought that was the coolest shit ever. It's like, holy shit, that's Tony Todd. You just reeled this movie in for me. You just made me like it. Like, seriously. So good. So good. Let's see. Let me catch up. Let's see. Say, that's right, Rick. I forgot about that one. Yeah, like I haven't seen it to even talk about it. Jerry's like folklore kind. Yeah. And I mean, there are a lot of movies that do that. You know what I mean? It's not like Candyman was the first to do it. But let me tell you what, they did it well. They did it very, very well. Let's see. Melissa said it's not even out anymore. It was on Netflix a couple years ago. Oh, I'll find it, Melissa. I will find it. Melissa says, oh, Yellowstone. Yeah, Yellowstone's. If you're not watching Yellowstone, you need to go ahead and just start that up right now, because that show's a beast. Give the first few episodes of the first season. You kind of got to get an idea of who everyone is and everything. Yellowstone, that's my jam. That is my jam. Jerry Wilson is saying, after the stream is over, take a moment and leave a comment afterwards. Pretty please. Yes, please do so, because let me just explain how that works. If you guys, once the show ends and it's over and you guys click off of it and you go about your business, if you go back into it on YouTube and leave a comment, YouTube's algorithm sees that. They see that people are engaged, with comments, and it pushes the stream out more for more people to see it, because it's like, well, people are commenting on this and talking about it, so the YouTube algorithm is like, oh, well, let's show it to more people. Let's show it to even more people. So the more comments that you get after a video, the more it helps the video, and the more it helps me and us, for more people to find Movies and Beyond. Like we had somebody new tonight, which was cool. You know what I mean? Like that was freaking awesome. James is saying, I lost a family member from cancer. Now I got another one who's got it. He's a fighter, but I don't know how long he can keep fighting. James, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. If you need anything from me, I'm always here. Definitely have experience with that for sure. And I'm sorry that you're going through that right now, my friend. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Let's see. Paul is saying, I saw both. I guess you're talking about the Candyman. Or are you talking about which one you talking about? Paula saying they took the series off of Netflix. Oh, talking about Scream. Yeah, I'll find it, Paula. I will find it. I guarantee that. Let's see. Melissa saying there were 4 Candyman movies. Is that including the newest one? Were there only 3 from the original, or were there 4 from the original and the newest? I guess that's a requel. I wouldn't say that it's a reboot, for the simple fact that like Tony Todd was there at the end. So let me know if you're including that, Melissa, for sure, or I could look it up. Either one. James is saying, I didn't know there were 4 of them. Yes. Okay. And Melissa's cleared that up, say yes, the three original, then the reboot. Okay. Hell yeah. All right. Well, guys, we went a little longer tonight, and I'm totally cool with doing that, because I love hanging out with you guys so much. But I am going to I'm going to get off here and do a few things. But yes, again, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. And if you are a channel member, please make sure that you have checked the Movies and Beyond membership posts and you have suggested a movie, because whatever the movie is, I'm going to put them all together on the wheel. Next Friday at the end of the stream, I'm going to spin that wheel, and we're going to find out which movie we are going to watch. Which movie we're going to watch, for the Patreon channel member watch party for sure. Let's see. Jamie Hart is saying the only Candyman I acknowledge is the OG, because I'm a film snob. I don't think that you're alone there, Jamie. I really don't think that you're alone. I've been known to, turn my nose up quite a bit on a lot of things. You should have, if you didn't see my rant last Sunday on Halloween 5, I swear I can make a whole video on that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a whole video. I've actually already got the thumbnail for it done. For the simple fact that I feel like I didn't get enough out about I despise Halloween 5. Like, seriously, like that's the movie that makes me That's the only movie that really pisses me off. Like there are Halloween movies that I don't like, but that one actually makes me mad. Like it literally freaking makes me mad. And I feel like I need to do. I have never done a rant video. I think it's about time I do a rant video. And what better thing to rant about for me than Halloween 5? Because I feel like that needs to happen. That definitely needs to happen. Melissa said, let's go longer. Just keep going. Just stand here and freaking. What are you doing now, Michael? I'm about to eat a piece of candy. You guys want to watch me eat a sandwich? I think that's coming up pretty soon. I'm sure that the entertainment value in that. I don't see myself getting a whole lot of likes for eating a sandwich for sure. Let's see. Val having it, Jamie. Oh my God. Look at you guys. You guys are crazy. Paula said, and I only saw the first Candyman and the reboot. Oh shoot. Check out 2 and 3. I think that when I watch, I do want to watch Candyman 2 and 3 also, but I want to rewatch the first one, just kind of do like a little marathon with that for sure. Let's see. James is saying, well, folks, I'm off to bed. I hope you all have a good night. I hope to see you tomorrow, Michael. Peace. All right, James. You have a good night, brother. Melissa said, Rob Zombie's Halloweens make me mad. They don't make me mad. I just don't like them. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing with the Rob Zombie Halloween. We're on Paranormal Friday talking about Halloween, and here we go. I'm going to change the name, like Paranormal Friday / Let's Talk Halloween and Tony Todd. But what a combination. That's freaking crazy. Rob Zombie's Halloweens, they didn't make me mad. They're good slasher movies, but the way that I see Halloween, that's just not Halloween to me. Like, I understand why people like them. I see what they see in them. Just for me, it's not what, I like in Halloween, for sure. But Rob Zombie's Halloween don't make me mad. Just Halloween 5. That's the only one that makes me mad. I can't even get mad at Resurrection. Like, I just feel bad for it. Like, seriously, like, really, guys, like, this was the best you could do. Like Halloween H2O, it wasn't the worst. You know what I mean? And you feel like you want to build on that. It just seems like every time they do a decent Halloween movie, the movie after it just has to suck. You know what I mean? Excluding the first one, right? Do you think Halloween 2, good? Halloween 4, really good. Halloween 5, ass. Halloween 6, not really that great. I'm telling you, it was pretty bad. Then you get Rob Zombie's Halloween. Say that you loved it. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Not many people love that. Me, I'd rather watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 than 2. And then you get, H2O. And they give you Resurrection right after that. And it's just like, like, why? Why are we doing this? Why do you keep doing this to me? Let's see. Jamie said, I despise 4, 5, and 6. I'm not a fan of the so-called Thorn trilogy. I really like 4, Jamie. I will. There's not, in 4, there's nothing to do with Thorn. Like, I think they just attach it to it because you start to see Thorn in 5, and you're dealing with the characters from 4. So 4 kind of got pulled into it, I believe. But I feel like you could just leave 4 out of it. And you're 4 didn't really do anything with the Thorn stuff. Jamie said, and I saw all of them in the theater, of course. Yeah, like my first Halloween that I saw in the theater was Halloween 4. I was 10. I saw Halloween 4. My first Friday the 13th was part 5 in the theater, and I couldn't tell you which nightmare. And my first Friday the 13th I saw didn't even have Jason in it. You want to talk about being a pissed off kid? Like, seriously. Paula said the first 2 seasons of Scream are on Xfinity. All right. They're out there. They are out there. Jerry Wilson said, Rob Zombie's Halloween wasn't very enjoyable. I love the first one. Okay. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Melissa's saying no, but H3 had bad. No Meyer. Yeah, I mean, I almost don't count Halloween 3 because they were doing something different with it. Whether you loved or hate it, I don't really feel like it shared name, but that's really it. Other than the people that were in it. Like there's, Dick Warlock's in it, Annie's in it. It had that group from like the John Carpenter team. You know what I mean? Like, you always see, like, in John Carpenter movies, you always see a lot of the same people. They're just they just moved to different movies, kind of like a Kevin Smith movie. You're going to see certain people in a Kevin Smith movie. That's how it was with John Carpenter's movies. You look at, Halloween 3, you had a lot of people. You look at The Fog, you see a lot of people from, Halloween in that movie too. So that's the thing. It's definitely, there's a lot of people that like Halloween 3 though. There is. Me, I'm middle of the road. I can watch it sometimes. I can't, like, seriously. Jamie said, I love Rob Zombie Halloween movies. I think it's amazing, especially his Halloween 2. I love his style and his use of music. Hell yeah, man. You like what you like. You do. And that's always welcome here, for sure. Melissa said, oh my God, I love 4, 6, but not 5. I hate 6 too. I do. Not like a 5 hate. Like, I don't hate it like 5. But 6 was aggravating. I think the reason why 6 was so aggravating is I feel like it had so much potential, but Michael had friends, and it just no. Melissa said, I hated 5 because it shouldn't have killed off Rach. There's a lot of things about 5, and I'll definitely be making a video on that. Like I said, I got the thumbnail done already. That's half the battle. I can cry about that for hours. Val is saying, I still love you, Jamie, even though you like those ones. Like I said, you always like what you like, and that's the thing. Like, you can always welcome her. Like, look at Matt. We do our Sunday show. He loves Rob Zombie's Halloween. You know what I mean? Like, that's his thing. It doesn't make me a better horror fan than him, or him a better horror fan than. No, like, there's something for everybody, and I think that Rob Zombie's Halloween falls into that for sure. Jamie's saying, I see the beauties where other don't quite often. It's my nature, but I get why people don't like them. I do. Hell yeah. That movie really dove into like trauma, like really dove into trauma. For sure. Definitely one that I don't read. I probably watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 maybe once a year just to stay, up on it, because I know that it comes up on the channel and I want to know what I'm talking about. But that's really the only reason. And don't get me wrong. Let me say this about Rob Zombie's Halloween. I love Scout and I love Danielle, right? I do. Like, I had no issues with them whatsoever. I had no issue with Tyler Mane. Tyler Mane's cool as shit. I've talked to him multiple times. He's fucking awesome. But it's just like I said with that, I love the mystery, and that took away the mystery. You know what I mean? And it just took away from, but then again, the mystery is not everybody's cup of coffee. They want to know the answers. Like, I hated not knowing why, but now I know. Well, shit, if you want to know why, you got Rob Zombie's Halloween, because he's going to spend the first 55 minutes of that movie telling you why. You know what I mean? And then if you like the mystery of Michael and you like the shape, like in Rob Zombie's Halloween, Michael was never the shape. He's even credited as Michael Myers and not the shape in the credits, because Rob Zombie didn't portray Michael as the shape. He portrayed him as a serial killer named Michael Myers, right? So it's just different. It's this is for the people that like this. This is the people, this is for the people that like that. And that's fine. It's good to have variety, right? It's definitely good to have variety. God, I can't wait till my boy Jason comes back. I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong, but I just see a lot of missed opportunity. I just see it. Paula said Xfinity is my cable service. Okay, I got you. I'll find it. I'm telling you, Paula, I will find it. I'm good at finding things. Melissa said, anyone want good music to listen to? Jamie's voice is pure amazing. Awesome. That is so cool. That's cool. I may have heard Jamie sing on Instagram before. Have you done Instagram things where you sing stuff? I think I've heard you before. Or maybe it was a YouTube short or a YouTube video or something. I think I've heard you sing before. I think I have. Paula said, do I have any more paranormal video? Of course I got more paranormal videos, Paula. It's kind of what I do. But not tonight. tonight we're gonna wrap it up here soon and head off. I definitely, you know, with the passing of Tony Todd and everything, we got into talking slashers and everything. And you know, if you want to keep me talking, bring up some slashers, and then we could just freaking go. Melissa said you like what you like. That's what I always say. It's the truth. It is the truth. Melissa said, I miss Jason movies. It's been so long. Can I show you guys something super cool before we get off of here? And it has to do with Jason. Melissa, you got me thinking about it. And I definitely want to show you guys just because I love it so much. So one of the things about Scarefest this year was, you know, that I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan, right? I'm huge Friday the 13th fan. And they had all of the Jasons that were still alive were there. Every single one of them. And I wanted to do something different, right? You see, you know, people with like Crystal Lake signs, and they're all signed by, you know, like Jason and everybody, or you see like a certain mask. I wanted to do something different, and I found a mask that is very rarely used for anything because people don't enjoy the movie so much, but I do. Well, I don't enjoy the movie, but I do enjoy the look, which is Jason and from Jason Takes Manhattan. So this year I was lucky enough to meet all the Jasons, and you guys know I was like a kid at a candy shop. I was so fucking happy. You know, you guys know how I feel about Jason. And I want to show this to you guys because I absolutely love it. I got this mask there, and it is a part 8. And I got all the Jasons to freaking sign it for me that I put up for you guys. So there's Tom Morga, there's CJ Graham, there's Ari Lehman, there's Kane Hodder, there's Ken Kurtzinger from Freddy vs. Jason, there's Warrington Gillette from Jason 2, and Derek Mears from the remake is right up top. So I got to meet all the Jasons, and I wanted to show it to you guys because it probably became my favorite horror collectible. It became my favorite horror collectible of all time because it had all my freaking it had all Jasons on it. I freaking love it. Let's see. Thank you. Melissa said you cut your hair or because you had I got my hair cut a little while ago. But I just didn't put my hat on today. I didn't wear a hat anywhere today. Let's see. Jamie Hart said the song was incidental to focus on the creeper. People need to know he's. Oh, I don't know what that is. Jerry said, "Can I have it?" Sure. Melissa said that Ted White was my favorite Jay. Yeah, he passed away. Unfortunately, we can't get Ted White anymore, but he was a great one. And CJ Graham. CJ Graham was so cool. He's so freaking awesome. Jerry Wilson is saying, trade you a sign. I'm good, buddy. I'm good. I love you, but I'm good. But I am going to get out of here for tonight. So this has been a great Paranormal Friday, and I've loved sitting back and just, you know, kind of hanging out and kicking it with you guys. Maybe I'll do a stream soon where we just kind of like hang out. You know, we'll talk about all the things that you guys want to talk about, all the questions you guys want to ask, all the topics that you guys want to do. And more than likely, I think probably Monday, I'm going to film my Halloween 5 video. So probably look for that like Wednesday of next week. I will put that up because I do feel like ranting about Halloween 5, and I feel like I need to get that off of my chest just because of this stream the other day. So, but yeah, don't forget Sunday at 8 p.m. Me and Mad Matt will be back. I know what we're doing, but I still haven't made the thumbnail yet, but I will let you guys know. Melissa is saying, and Waverly. Yes, we will talk about Waverly. But I'm not going to do that in video form. I'm going to do that in a live, Melissa. I have a bunch of pictures and stuff I have to go through. I want to put them up on the screen to show you guys and, talk about some of the conditions when we were down there. It is a beautiful place. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful place. And I would love to go back under different conditions for sure. But don't forget to hit that like button. If you're a channel member, again, I'm just going to keep saying this. Make sure that you are suggesting a video or a movie because we will be doing movie night soon for Patreon and channel members. And with that being said, I'll see. This was a blast. It was an absolute blast. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you